Well, we've reached the last four of the African Cup of Nations. Been an enthralling tournament so far, and these two semi-finals promise a lot. Warren Ashurst and James Mason with you to run you through the last two games in terms of qualification for the final, of course. And we'll start off, James, with Senegal against Tunisia. That's the first of the two kickoffs. This one for me is a tough one to call, and I think we're probably going to disagree on this because we've had a chat about this previously, and I think you strongly fancy Tunisia to come out on top, whereas I'm going towards Senegal. I'll make the case for Senegal first, and I also think that it's worth having a bet as well on a low number of goals in this semi-final. Senegal have only conceded one goal in their 5 games to date, and Kalidou Koulibaly from Napoli has had a big deal to do with that. He really is a quality centre-back, and probably for me, the best central defender in the tournament, it has to be said. Senegal have the pace, of course, going forward as well, with the likes of Sadio Mane to cause Tunisia problems, and I just think that under 2.5 goals will be the way to go here. I fancy Senegal, but you think Tunisia?
Yeah, I think Tunisia. I mean, I agree. I think it will be quite a tight affair between these two teams. But although Tunisia didn't really hit their stride in the group matches, 3 straight draws, they're now starting to pick up a little bit. They had their last 16 win. It was on penalties over Ghana, but they got through that. That was a tough encounter. And then they thrashed Madagascar 3-0. And you say Madagascar, but they were doing really well in the tournament. They were the surprise contenders. So I have to say, for me, Tunisia offer a little bit of value. They are the outsiders for this one, but you look at their overall record at the moment, they're 8 matches unbeaten. That's a really good streak for them, so the momentum's going. Just to qualify is where I'd probably look at for them. Not to win it in the 90 minutes, but to qualify, because I think this could potentially go to penalties. Around 7-5 to qualify, I think, Tunisia, and I think that's a really good bet.
I certainly wouldn't disagree with the penalty scenario, but as I say, I'm more edging towards Senegal, but it is that tight. It is so tough to call. I think we're more in agreement about the second semi-final, Algeria against Nigeria. And I think both of us are looking maybe here towards an Algerian win.
Yeah, I mean, Algeria seems to be the standout team of the tournament so far. You know, they've only conceded 1 goal. That was in their last match as well. They did really, really well to go past that stage of the tournament. You look at Nigeria, who haven't really hit their stride. I mean, they scraped past their last 2 games. I mean, Cameroon, that was a good one, a 3-2 victory, but South Africa, only 2-1, a late goal to win that one. You just think there's too many frailties at the back, and you look at an Algeria team that are boasting a lot of quality. They've got Riyad Mahrez in there. Adam Ounis is actually the joint top goal scorer in the tournament with 3 goals, so he's potentially someone to look out anytime scorer. Around 10-3 you can get that, which I think is a great price.
Yeah, I'd definitely go along with that. I think Fagouli's another one to watch. He's got himself on the score sheet during this competition as well. A lot of attacking threat from Algeria, but it should also be noted they've only conceded 1 goal in the 5 games to date as well, so defensively they're very strong at the back. In terms of Nigeria, if they are going to get anything out of this game, you feel Odion Ighalo will have to get a goal. He's the main threat going forward. He, likewise, you were saying earlier on about joint top goal scorers, he's got 3 in the tournament so far. But I do agree that maybe Nigeria are just lacking a little bit at this very top level of the African Cup of Nations to spoil the party for Algeria. And I do think it's sort of heading towards the North Africans there to come out on top. Nigeria then, they've beaten Cameroon, they've beaten South Africa, but this might be a step too far for them. If they are going to come out on top, is it going to go all the way, James? Do they have to rely on penalties, do we think?
Potentially. I think it's going to be hard for them to stop Algeria, like I said, who are doing very well at the moment, quality in there. If you take it to penalties, then, you know, it's a flip of a coin, isn't it? It's anybody. So if they get to that stage, potentially you can look at a price of them just to qualify. But you said as well, Ighalo, he's got to be the one that's firing for them. Around 13-8 to score any time, Ighalo, which again, you look at what he's done in the tournament so far, you'd say that's good value. But yeah, for Nigeria to go through, for me, it's got to go to penalties.
Well, they are your 2 semi-finals then. It's Senegal against Tunisia and Algeria up against Nigeria. It should be 2 cracking games to look forward to. Let us know your thoughts on how you think the semi-finals will go on our social media channels on Facebook and on Twitter. And of course, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.